Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback, they're excited.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defense
headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the gun, running back gets the give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. Smashes through the tackle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Grabs behind the line. It's Adams. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get. Let the running back figure it out.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown,
defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Evans. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Grab behind the line. It's Evans. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mosley. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The way this guy is rolling for the Tide and ripping off chunks of yardage, reminiscent of Eddie Lacy or real old school from the wishbone days, Wilbur Jackson.
And when you run it like this, it's hard to argue with people saying, hey, let's throw the ball, let's be explosive. Well, having success early in this game, running the football, getting big first down after first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Bama! And they
so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here's the handoff. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Glover. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think he's
turning it on. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Booth. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They're going to ride this running back. Gets away from one, finds room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The short hands, it's Mosley. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get us.
Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go to the toss. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires into the end zone. Looking for the goal line. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this.
Wide open spaces. Ripping through the another broken tackle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
On target over the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Green. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Young. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown time! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Chapin. That's caught. It's Mosley.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Shapen. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Mississippi State!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting